want to thank God for this opportunity. I'm going to ask you to rise up again as soon as the MC can, not the DJ, what do we call him? The DJ is able to put a song together. But there's a song we started singing since we came on board that demonstrates where we want to go to. And it's a simple song. I don't care who you belong to. Yes, Lord. But as far as a Plateau you live, if indeed you're in love with the Plateau, then you're my brother. Amen. You're my sister. Amen. Are you ready? Okay. Play it, let them hear before we sing it together. Plateau will rise again. Thank you. Please be seated. I'm sure when we are done, they will post this song on a platform for everyone to access. Let me congratulate Mark and his team for putting this together. And let me also thank all our friends who are here tonight. The ambassador from New York. Let's appreciate let's also thank the president of the African American Chamber of Commerce, Dr. Joe, who is here. Let me also thank, there are several people who are here whom I don't know how they came, but let me welcome you all the same. Let me particularly appreciate my own in-law, David O'Mara, who came all the way from Florida with his wife. I'm excited to be here tonight. There are several people whom I've heard of, but I've never met. Our elder here, whom I only heard with the hearing of the ear, but today my eyes have seen him. Let's also thank the contingent that flew in from Houston. I think it's good to start off, let them recognize you. The Houston contingent. We were hosted to a sumptuous dinner on Thursday. I want to thank all of you for turning up tonight to receive us. I want to congratulate you for keeping the Plateau flag flying in America. Amen. I want to thank my brothers, my elder brother Diamond, who has been one of the pioneers over here. I met Mr. Crockett last year when he came over. And he contributed to our campaign. Okay? So let me thank you sincerely. The delegation from Nigeria consists of Flemon Daffy, the Attorney General of the state. Where are the other guys? Oh, okay. Yari Kumchi is there, an economic advisor. Manji is there, he coordinates our Diaspora desk and international cooperation. Where is, okay, Nehemiah is busy taking photos there. Dominic Daton, who is the head of our ICT Development Agency. We have to send back the Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly back home to go and attend to some issues. So let me thank you all, and particularly for bringing in these young people from Plateau, some of whom have probably never seen home. I don't know, the couple from India, is it India? Bangladesh. Oh my goodness, mom and son. Oh, son, you're doing a good job. Keeping your mom looking young, and I thought it was your spouse. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Azara, who also was with us in DC. And all that you have put in to project Plateau, to develop Plateau, to advance Plateau. Indeed, your reunion, and it affords you an opportunity to reconnect, rekindle old memories, and to be able to synergize towards the future. For us coming from home, we came with the sole purpose of connecting with you so that we can find a basis for collaboration and cooperation. Like the ambassador said, there is a lot that you can do for us back home. I love hymns a lot, and one of the hymns I love is the one that the hymn writer says, "Let none hear you idly say, there's nothing I can do." There's something for everybody that you can do for the progress of humanity back home. But like I told our friends in DC, our brothers and sisters in DC, the beginning point is that you must find a way to strengthen yourselves here in America. Consider that you are as strong as the weakest of you here. That is your strength. And if you look at it from that perspective, you do all you can to be able to hold the hand of that weakling and raise it up. It is the only way you can be able to help us. The conventional wisdom is that a man who is going to help to rescue someone who is drowning, he himself must be standing on solid footing. I therefore want to see a deepening of that brotherhood That spirit of I am my brother's keeper that inspires us to look out for one another, to cover one another's backs, and make sure that whenever any of us is in trouble, that we reach out to help that person. It is only then that your contributions can be meaningful. Indeed, Plateau State is in a challenging state at the moment. I won't deceive you, neither have I come to complain. Because when we took on the job, we knew it was going to be daunting. It is no longer a hidden secret that Plateau State today has a debt profile of something in the neighborhood of 400 billion, which you could say about $400 million. And unfortunately, there is nothing you can see on ground that is concrete. It therefore means we are starting from ground zero. But I am an incurable optimist that there is nothing God cannot do. I have trusted God that concerning the situation on the plateau, I'm expecting the miracle of 5 loaves and 2 fishes. Amen. And that not only will Plateau prosper, but that the prosperity will overflow. Yes. And why not? Because God has already blessed us with some of the most arable lands in Nigeria. God has blessed us with arguably the best weather in Nigeria. Somebody jokingly said, whatever you drop on the ground in Plateau, it will grow. So the opportunities are enormous. They are only waiting for us to harness them. And so, one of the things you can do for us is to tell America that Plateau is open and ready for business. What is our guarantee that Plateau is ready for business? This is a government that has only one thing in mind, that we want to leave a lasting legacy. Our determination is that leave Plateau better than we met it, but that we will raise the profile of Plateau to greater heights. And I'm sure with your cooperation and collaboration, we can do it. We can do it. Plateau people are not lazy. Our youths are certainly not lazy. But what they need is to be pushed. What they need is to be motivated to rise to the occasion. So I'll be challenging those of you who have connections and opportunities to be able to bring businesses to Nigeria, that Plateau is ready for investment. And I want to assure you that the return on investments on the Plateau will be far better than what you get in America. And so we have opportunities in agriculture. Our strategy in agriculture is twofold. One, we want to expand the farming season beyond the rainy season. So we build capacity and infrastructure for irrigation. The second strategy is that we must go beyond the traditional production of raw materials. We want to go into processing. We must expand the value chain of agriculture if we are going to create opportunities for employment, and we are going to increase the platforms for wealth creation. And in doing that, the strategy is to deploy technology. which many of you have access to here in America. The days are gone when Uncle Diamond and I used to use the hoe in Ampang to farm. And if we're going to draw the youth back into agriculture, we must go beyond the hoe. We must bring back technology. And that is where we need your inputs, because you probably would know better than us the kind of appropriate technology to deploy. The lands are there. The Bocus Farm project, some of you would remember it, is there lying fallow. The back farms, which is about 4,000 hectares, is lying fallow. The Bocus Farm project is 2,000 hectares. We have opportunities in livestock. We have opportunities in fisheries. This is all about. If we get agriculture right, I can tell you that the debt of $400 million is nothing difficult to reverse. Of course, you know that we are sitting on some of the best mineral deposits in Nigeria. And all the mineral and mining activity you have had so far is only a scratch of the surface. What you have on the plateau is nothing but artisanal mining. We're yet to go into industrial mining. And we have some of the best mineral deposits, including transition minerals like lithium. And they are waiting for those who will take the risk to invest in Africa, in Nigeria. Like I said, what we are offering you is a guarantee that this is a government that means business. This is a government that is determined to change our narrative. This is a government that is concerned about legacy more than anything else. So we're going to ensure that we create the enabling environment for businesses to thrive. We're in the process of legal reforms to bring our legal frameworks to conformity with global best practices. We want to leapfrog from where we are to where the world is at this stage. We may not have the skyscrapers of Dallas or Houston, but we can certainly make our societies more functional. And that's what we will do by the grace of God. Of course, apart from trying to draw the youth into agriculture, we are looking at how to create opportunities for the youth in ICT. We are looking at how to make sure that the budding IT community we have in Jos, for example, is given more opportunities to develop their capacities. And that before long, even American businesses can be served from Jos. It's doable. We want to see that happen. Our opportunities for the youth in the creative and entertainment industry is there to be exploited. There is a lot of creative talent that has grown from Plateau over the years. And I can tell you also that some of the who is who in sports in Nigeria, that they have their roots in Plateau State. We want to get back to developing the infrastructure for sports, starting from the primary school upwards. Now, these sound quite ambitious, and the people will be asking, where will you get the resources? But you are the resources. And I'm sure that some of you know someone who knows someone that can add value to where we are going. And that's why I want to assure you that the promise we made during the campaigns to set up a diaspora desk, we have fulfilled today. We have a functional diaspora collaboration office being managed from Abuja, so that it makes it easier for you to communicate. But let me tell you, if and when you come back home to Plateau under this administration and you come back with value to add, you will be welcome as a prince and as a cherished daughter of the land. Another area of interest for potential investors on the Plateau is hydro energy in whole. You know our capacity in the hydro sector. But Plateau is also the highest point in Nigeria. And so our capacity to also bring about energy through wind is also vast. And of course, we also have a good share of our God-given sunshine. So solar is also very possible. So our aim, our ambition is to become a net seller of energy in the next 3 to 4 years. And I'm glad to inform you that quite a lot of interest is being generated in that sector. And if we get all these right, you can be sure that more people will come into Plateau. One of our gifts of nature is our potential in tourism. And there is no better place to visit than Plateau. Plateau is a tourist haven. But I know that there will be questions on many minds. How secure is Plateau? And I know that Plateau has been in the news lately for the wrong reasons. But let me assure you that what we have done in the last couple of months since coming in has de-escalated the situation. And I'm proud to tell you that just particularly the capital of Plateau State is perhaps the safest city in northern Nigeria. But we are not resting on our oars. We're doing the best we can to reduce the crime rate to the barest minimum. We're investing in men, we're investing in technology. Some of you that know Plateau very well, you used to hear of the Operation Rainbow during Baba Jang's time. We are reviving it. And we're equipping it so that it will become a critical line of defense in our communities. We realize that we cannot rely on other people for our security. We have to defend ourselves. And that's the strategy we are deploying. We therefore want you to cooperate and collaborate. In some of the communities where you come from, there will be distress call center for contributions to security funds. Please don't relent. Don't relent. We're in the process of trying to ensure that the people that we have in the IDP camps, as much as possible, will resettle them back to their communities. And this is going to require a lot for us to rebuild those communities that were destroyed. But much more than that, I want every one of you from this reunion to become an ambassador of Plateau State. In that role, you become the chief promoter and marketer of the good things on the Plateau. Let no one catch you be marketing Plateau State. And how do you do that? One lie that has been sold to the general public, that the crisis on Plateau is about farmers and herders clash. As governor, I want to tell you authoritatively that there is no community of herdsmen that are attacking community of indigenous. What you have is criminality. What you have is terrorism. What you have is banditry. What you have is an attempt to grab the land. And so, let's not sustain this false narrative that has been sold over the years. Let's tell it for what it is. Because if we don't deal with it as criminality, the criminals will continue to flourish. There is an economy that has been built around the insecurity. We must dismantle that economy. And I'm glad our ambassador is here. Let's not continue to sell that narrative. We only postpone the evil day. If we actually expose it for what it is, sooner than later, we'll find the solution. So, I want to thank you. I know tonight is not a night for speech making, but I'm honored to be in Dallas tonight to meet with this community of Plateau people and friends of Plateau. And I hope that with the little you have done so far, that you can put more energy and make sure that you are able to push yourselves beyond the frontiers of comfort and do more that needs to be done. Plateau is a great state. I'm honored and privileged to be governor of Plateau State. And by the grace of God, I'm determined that we will change the history of Plateau and make it a great state among the community of states in Nigeria. With your prayers, with your help, with your collaboration, what God cannot do does not exist for them.